be the change you want to see. The Big Green Egg Fest does that every year. It's fun, it's a good time filled with food, but they are making a difference. The man that leads it all, Jim Lehrer, who is here with me from Brownsboro Hardware. It is locally owned, family owned, and it's just so great, the work that he does. Jim, you just do wonderful things. I know your whole staff just pulls out the stop. Big Green Egg Fest has been going on for how long?
This was our 12th time.
12th time, and you have raised in that time for nonprofits
a couple $100,000 so far.
Yeah, and he says that's so easy, couple $100,000. For us, it means the world, because this is what we do. 100% of what we make, and I'm talking about a recipe to end hunger, goes to feeding people. Miranda Halsey is here. She is on the board of Kentucky Harvest, and we were at Big Green Egg Fest.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was just absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, number one, because we knew every person that came in was donating to feed other people. If you've never been hungry, you may not even understand what that means. But also just to see, I mean, Miranda, we were talking about it, and we were emotional that day. Yeah. We were trying to not be emotional, but just to know that so many people came out to make that difference.
You can't help but get emotional thinking about what the difference that you can make, but to really recognize that there is a need in our community. And that need affects folks of all ages. And you were mentioning a child who had spoke to you about what they did when they were hungry. Yeah. And that really does pull at your heartstrings, so much so because that could be any one of us at any given time.
Yeah, but so many of us haven't had to think about it. Jim, I can't even imagine how much work it takes your team, you know, because you all are running and sweating, and it starts way before we get out there.
That's right. It's about 6 months to prepare for EggFest. It's a great event. Our staff does a terrific job of putting it together. I'm kind of the face of it, but there's lots and lots of people who work very, very hard to pull the event off, and this year was a tremendous success.
It was tremendous. My heart was beating a little bit. We were outside, so following all the COVID, you know, rules and all of that, and I just thought, what in the world is this going to look like? But this is what killed me. Last year, we were not able to have it because nobody knew what the heck is this COVID. Nobody knew what it was, so we didn't have it, but people still gave.
Right. We had a GoFundMe event that we matched $2 for every dollar folks would give for the event, and we had a goal of getting close to $20,000, and we ended up reaching that goal. So it was great.
Just crazy. So hopefully everybody will come out again next year. That's all the big green eggs. They're all sitting out there, and people start cooking like. Okay, so I got my big green egg, and Jim has been kind enough to try to teach me how to cook on it. But these people were making pineapple upside down cake, yep, and bananas Foster and salmon, and it was crazy.
It is crazy. On the screen right now, they're making homemade pizzas, and pizzas are great on the green egg. We had you guys out that morning bright and early on, yeah, Friday, and we were cooking all kinds of stuff starting early that day, and we ran all weekend and just had a great event. The egg is a great grill that can bake, it can smoke, it can do anything, and people love food and love getting together, and so it's a great time to come out to EggFest and learn about the green egg and help two great causes here in our community.
Well, just again, I always say a business can make money all day, but when they make a difference, that's when it's really important. And Jim is from here. He lives, you know, he's in the community, and I know that's why you all do it. You've got checks back here, I know.
I do.
We don't have a clue what's on them. Kentucky Harvest, real quick, Miranda, talk about what you all do.
Yeah, since 1987, Kentucky Harvest has been a food mission. Our mission, we're kind of a superhero. We rescue food that would otherwise be thrown out from restaurants, from groceries. We rescue that food, both perishable and non-perishable, and we get it to those, from those who have it to those who need it. So truly, whether it's a grocery or a restaurant, and they call us and they say we have, you know, so many pallets of bread, or we have tons of gallons of milk, we go directly to that with our volunteers, grab that food up and get it right to the organization who needs it.
Okay, so I'm having trouble because I just saw our check. You have to understand from a recipe to hunger that a recipe to end hunger, that we realize that hunger can be beat. We just know that the people that are fighting it just don't have the funds. If we give them those funds, we can end hunger. Did I see that right? I did.
So yeah, we've got 2 checks, $17,217 for both charities. So a world record for Brownsboro Hardware and EggFest, and we appreciate all the work that you folks do to help our community.
I mean,
thank you.
This is crazy. I hope everybody understands what this means. So what we do is 100% of what we make, we give to those people that are feeding people, and it goes right back into the community, 100%, because I have no paid staff. I make all my friends and family work, and I'm not giving them a dime, but we get the satisfaction of knowing that we're helping people. What does this mean for you all, Miranda?
This means so much through fundraisers and partnerships with businesses like Brownsboro Hardware and Jim right here. It makes such a big difference making our mission possible, being able to have all of the trucks going out there, getting gas in our trucks, making sure that they're running, being able to go get the food and get it to all the organizations. And it truly makes all the difference in the world, because when someone supports Kentucky Harvest, it's not just supporting one mission, because we are delivering to more than 80 different organizations in our community in both Louisville and Southern Indiana. You're supporting so many organizations.
I call you all sometimes because we work together, and that's the way it should be. And I say, I heard about this, and they immediately go check that out. So, Jim, thank you. I know Cisco helps. I don't know if you want to give any of the other huge thank yous.
Oh, there's
so many.
There's so many. Anoush and the chefs that all
Anoush,
were a part of the process, and our chop competition was great. West 6 Brewing Company have been a long-time supporter. Bourbon Barrel Foods, a first-time supporter. They were great in helping with the pantry and all kinds of cooking at the event. So lots of great supporters, and Cisco, again, for years have been a great supporter, and they help with the chopped event. So.
Well, I know where your heart is. I see your family in the store. I'm out there shopping all the time, but for the work that you put into this to help those who don't have, you know I love you.
I love you too.
All right, you know that. And to this community, so huge, what a difference we can make when we do things together. I'm sorry. We're going to take a quick break so I can get myself together. But I thank you for helping us feed those in need. We are the ones. We can't rely on anybody else. It's you and me. We'll be back after this. Stay with us.